Tonight, a potentially historic snowstorm inches closer to the region. We have you covered from the forecast to the plow plan and everything in between. And with the snow comes plenty of positives for outdoor enthusiasts. We'll tell you what goes into getting a team ready for sled dog racing. And later, thanks to some local Good Samaritans, a group of veterans will be able to experience the trip of a lifetime next year.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. We're here with meteorologist Caitlin Moffitt. We're jumping right into weather tonight with a massive snowstorm moving into the region. Caitlin, this thing's getting ready to pack a punch. Could start off with some lake effect snow.
Yeah, this thing is definitely one not to take lightly. And like you said, lake effect is the first part of this system as it comes into the region very late this evening into tomorrow morning. So we got the satellite and radar. You can see the system is down in Omaha right now, still working on developing into a more organized system as it will become more powerful tomorrow morning. But taking a closer look, you can see we're still under those cloudy skies and dry conditions. But from the Duluth to the Silver Bay region, you can expect some light lake effect later this evening around the 8, 9 o'clock hour. Only about an inch or so, nothing too heavy before the next rounds of snow comes. Now, we are in a blizzard warning. Cloquet, Duluth, Hermantown, all the way up to Silver Bay, Two Harbors. That is from Saturday morning all the way through Sunday afternoon. So a full 12 hours under a blizzard warning and a winter storm warning for the rest of the region. That is going to create difficult travel plans for your entire day on Saturday. And we also have a lakeshore flood warning in place for the south and the north shore due to 14 feet waves, which are possible to cause some flooding. So currently we're looking at 34 degrees, dry conditions, but you'll notice as the night increases, we're going to see wind speeds starting to pick up quite significantly out of the east. And in just a few hours, the snow will be inching closer. So in my forecast in just a little bit, I'll have much more detail on these snowfall totals and, of course, the timing.
All right, we'll be sure to keep tracking this one. Setting to be a doozy.
Yeah, it
Thanks,
could be.
Caitlin. Well, as the storm moves in, people are busy making sure they have what they need to dig out this weekend. CBS3's John Cardinelli is outside of Burgraff's Ace Hardware in Duluth. John, sounds like it's pretty busy out there today.
Tony, it has been pretty busy out here at Ace today, and people are still rolling in trying to prepare for that storm. They're buying shovels, ice pickers, and even snow blowers. The problem is they're selling out. That's what we heard from Ace Hardware's assistant manager, Casey Churchill, earlier today. He said many customers are walking into the store specifically looking for shovels or snow blowers. Churchill says shelves were fully stocked between Wednesday afternoon and this morning. Now, as people are getting prepared, Churchill says a majority of the store's stock is sold out.
We did sell out of our snow blowers this morning. I sold about 5 already this morning, and my shovels are slowly depleting. I still do have some in back.
Churchill said he saw a lot of people also buying separate shovels and ice scrapers for their vehicles. Now, Tony, grocery stores were also another hot spot today as people are getting ready to hunker down over the weekend. We'll hear from those who waited in those long lines tonight at 10.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's pretty busy out there at those stores, and it sure looks like it. Thanks, John. Well, one of the biggest concerns on the Duluth side of the Twin Ports, lakeshore flooding. We already saw some of that damage during this storm in October. Now, with strong winds in the forecast, once again, city officials say they're doing what they can to stop the Lake Superior waves from doing their worst. City officials say they have barricades ready to go in case they need to shut down roads in Canal Park and the Fond du Lac neighborhood again.
Fortunately, an east wind is really detrimental to the lake walk. And so again, we are expecting that if it is being forecasted the way that they're saying it will be right now with gale force winds, that we can see continued damage in that lake third phase of the lake walk that we haven't been able to fix yet.
The city is also keeping an eye on the snow totals. If they need to issue a no travel advisory, they plan to do so by late tomorrow morning. The DTA is also keeping a close eye on this weekend storm. They're asking riders to plan ahead and take any bus trips ahead of time if possible. You're also asked to expect delays and possibly cancellations, especially tomorrow. We'll have the very latest on the DTA schedule on our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Superior's mayor is asking you to stay off the roads this weekend. Mayor Jim Payne says the city's plow trucks will be working all weekend to keep the main roads open. But with the amount of snow in the forecast, it will take some time before they can clear everything.
We probably won't even get to the side streets until the snow stops on Sunday. So it might not even be Monday till Monday morning that we clear the side streets. but the goal is to have something at least semi-safe within a few blocks of everybody in the city.
Payne says the fact that the snow is hitting on a weekend certainly helps, but he's still asking everyone to stock up tonight so you can stay home tomorrow and even into Sunday morning. And due to that snowstorm, the Superior Business Improvement District says the Superior Community Tree Lighting has been canceled for tomorrow. That event has been pushed to Wednesday starting at 4:30 in the evening. The lighting will then happen at 5:30. Well, in some fun news regarding the snow, right now some of the world's best snowmobile racers are hitting the slopes at Spirit Mountain. That's where the 28th annual Amsoil Duluth National Snowcross event is taking place. Through Sunday, fans can watch amateur and pro races. For those interested in attending, you can buy your tickets online or at Spirit Mountain. And Grand Marais is inviting you to join them for a weekend of winter festivities. Everything kicks off tonight with their Ole Night Parade. It's a Scandinavian heritage holiday parade, which begins at 5:30. There's also a tree lighting and fireworks over the harbor. Then Saturday, the downtown area will be transformed into the Grand Marais Christmas Village. You can find the full schedule online at CBS3Duluth.com. Well, come winter, a lot of eyes are on sled dog racing right here in the Northland. But what not many get to see is just how much work goes into training and raising a whole team of sled dogs. Photojournalist Wyatt Buckner takes us behind the scenes in Finland, Minnesota with a former Bear Grease champion.
Tiny, tiny puppies. As they get a little older, you're learning how to have a collar on and learning to go on adventures. I started running dogs when I was 8 years old.
It was always a passion of mine to get into the sport, and it was after I was out of school and had a good job. I had an opportunity to go to Alaska and handle for a kennel up there.
We own 62 dogs. We have puppies that are 6 months old. They're born last spring. There's 10 one-year-olds here, and then our main team is Siberian Huskies. So we have all generations here. Of course, they all have names. They all have their registered names. They all have nicknames. You have to know everything about them. For Ragnar. Well, our training of our dogs start when they're tiny, tiny puppies. As they get a little older, you're learning how to have a collar on and learning to go on adventures with us. That's really fun, puppy adventures.
We have about a 2.5 acre enclosed area behind the kennel where we can free run every day. Let them rip around and play and loosen up a little bit. It really allows them to be dogs. So not only are they running around, they're getting some exercise, it's also really good social time.
They're social creatures, and they all have their own relationships with each other.
And then once we get to fall, they'll start pulling an ATV.
We're running pretty big teams with the four-wheeler. We're up to about 20-mile runs right now. It gets hard to choose a team, so I agonize over who to take on, who to have. I feel guilty for who doesn't get to be on the race team. Decisions.
I work year-round out of Ely, and Jen works in Ely as well, so we can meet together.
As we start fall training, we're up at 4 in the morning and doing chores. Usually we're hooking up a team, so say Blake will go run the team on a trail while I finish up chores here. If we're in handlers, we'll be helping with feeding, cleaning, and unhooking that team. And then at 6 o'clock, getting the family ready, 7 o'clock, getting on the road. Yeah, we don't watch television. It's just normal routine for us to be managing, keeping in mind everybody's needs, the worming programs, the vaccination programs, diet needs, health. For somebody else to just step in our boots all of a sudden, it'd be completely overwhelming. But for us, it's quite normal.
And we strive to have the optimum life for every dog. So we're looking for, the best experience every day for every single dog. And, with that many dogs, it takes a lot of attention. This is what they love to do, so they're going to be having fun regardless. And it's our job to not inhibit them in any way.
It's what they're bred for. We're there to enable the dogs to perform. And if something's not going as we expect it to, we look in the mirror. What are we doing wrong? The dogs are always doing their best. They're so honest.
Taking a puppy that we held in one hand at birth, truly, and then seeing them grow up and then finishing races like I did out of Bear Grease. It's an amazing feeling of accomplishment. It's really amazing for Jen and I to both be involved. The sport is so consuming in time. If both parties aren't involved, it's just not going to work out.
Being a family of mushers is quite a commitment, but we all consider it a real honor to live the life we live.
That looks like a lot of work. Blake and Jennifer took first and second place in the 2019 Bear Grease. They will both race again in 2020. Their 7- and 9-year-old daughters also race. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, we'll tell you how Ashland residents are sending a group of veterans on an honor flight.
Second snowstorm in 1 week's time headed into our region late tonight, bringing blizzard-like conditions and very high snow totals. I have all of those details coming up next.
Our biggest savings of the year. Black Friday only at Schneiderman's Furniture.
Yes. Don't stop clapping now. Come on.
Happy Honda Days is on now. Unwrap the joy of a new Accord, the best midsize sedan in America, according to Car and Driver.
That's all right.
Make it the best holiday ever with the True Love Guarantee at Numi Jewelers. Give the gift of shimmering diamonds. This diamond earring and pendant set is $199 now through Small Business Saturday. Numi Jewelers, where true love is guaranteed.
We all want fast internet, but getting more speed usually means paying way more. Until now. Introducing Extreme Access Internet 60. Real high-speed internet that comes with a real low price. Finally, you don't have to compromise on your speed to get the price you need. Enjoy fast speeds up to 60 meg and powerful home Wi-Fi for $24.99 a month for a year. Get more speed for your life and your budget. Call 844-EXTREME2.
Visit Bender's Shoes and step into style with new arrivals from Rieker and Ramonte. Enjoy modern European styling in footwear designed with features that ensure comfort with every step. Come in today and give them a try. We're located in Grand Rapids, Hibbing, and Duluth.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love it.
It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And this month is the perfect time to see why.
Wow. I love it.
That's my next truck. Find your reason to fall in love with a new Chevy and get a great deal all month long.
I love it.
I'm going to go buy a Chevy.
Now, during the Black Friday sales event, get 20% below MSRP on select 2019 models, or get 15% below MSRP on most 2020 Equinox models. That's over $6,100 on this Equinox.
Biggest savings of the year. Black Friday only at Schneiderman Sleep.
A ticket to the North Pole, please.
Tonight, pour a cup of hot chocolate and settle in for holiday classics on CBS.
That's a great idea.
Frosty the Snowman was a fairy tale, they say.
There could only be one king in this crowd.
Yay! Imagine that.
Frosty the Snowman, followed by Frosty Returns.
Let's make a party out of it.
The holiday magic begins tonight at 8/7 Central on CBS.
We've got a lot of weather to talk about, so I'm going to jump right into it. We've got a blizzard warning issued from Cloquet, Duluth. We've got Silver Bay, Two Harbors, all of those areas in the red. That goes into effect tomorrow morning, lasting through Sunday afternoon. The rest of the region, of course, is also in a winter storm warning as well. And that's also lasting through Sunday at 12 o'clock. This system is also bringing very high winds, so that is precautioning the areas along the shoreline for some lakeshore flooding, as we've got gale force winds bringing about 14 feet waves possible along the shoreline. So the lake walk may see some flooding again, like we've seen in several other scenarios from other storms. Now, right now, the satellite and radar, we're looking at dry conditions right now. We're just under those cloudy skies, but throughout the evening tonight, although the satellite might not show it all the time, but there might be some lake effect snow that's going to pop up here and there just from Duluth up to the Silver Bay area, because we've got a strong easterly wind, and that's going to allow for the lake effect before the system that's down to our south and west starts to move up into our region come Saturday morning. And that's going to bring the majority of that snow. So current temperatures right now, we're in the mid to upper 20s, low 30s in some spots. 34 degrees, though, here on the lake, here in Canal Park. Pretty steady temperatures that are going to consist this way through tonight. Even into your tomorrow afternoon, temperatures aren't going to budge a whole bunch more as we see this snow system move in. Now, Saturday is going to be nearly impossible for your travel. Afternoon hours, we're going to see blizzard conditions all day long. We've got wind speeds over 35 miles per hour and visibilities down to a quarter of a mile possible. As this system takes aim at the north lane, you'll see that warm front just south of the Highway 2 area, so they may see a wintry mix through the afternoon, but everywhere north of Highway 2 will be seeing snow from this event. Now, we've got 31 degrees, so we are right on below that freezing mark, but very windy and heavy wet snow is associated with this low pressure system. As we head into Sunday, the snow will continue for the Duluth area, and winds will have shifted out of the north. So we're going to see a much colder day on Sunday as that system pushes off to our east. Temperatures are going to continue to plummet all day. We'll hit a high in the morning at 27 and get down to the single digits by Sunday night into your Monday morning. We start the work week off on a cold note, but good news is we'll see some sunshine return. High pressure builds into the region, and we'll see mainly sunny skies and a high of 25 degrees. So taking a look at the futurecast, let's track out this storm. As we're looking at midnight tonight, you'll notice all along the North Shore, that is your lake enhancement of snow from Lake Superior, from those east winds. The main bulk of that system is still down to our south. Come 4 a.m., the Twin Ports will start to see that snow move into the region, and the darker the purple you see, that's the heavier the snow, that's the quicker the totals start to accumulate on the ground. As we head into the morning hours into the afternoon, my clicker is not, oh, now it's working. Saturday morning around 10 a.m., the system will have continued into Duluth. And take note as you watch the Twin Ports, as I go through these hours, it does not leave the Twin Ports area. And that is why we're estimating such high snow totals for this system all the way through Sunday morning, 6 o'clock. We're still seeing those snow bands moving through the area. And then by Sunday afternoon, it'll clear from north to south by the later afternoon, and the skies start to clear into those evening hours. So here's a look at what I'm expecting for snow totals. Very high snow totals for areas in the shaded pink area, 12 to 18. Higher in those reds due to lake enhancement, 16 plus. 8 to 12 majority for the widespread regions and lesser amounts to the north. Now this may top our top 10 snowstorm region the last top 10 snowstorms, the most recent one being 2007 with 19.6 inches. Something we'll keep in mind as we head through the weekend. Tonight though, temperatures in the upper 20s, low 30s, and that's going to stay the same as we head through tomorrow afternoon as well. Temperatures in the low 30s all day, but very breezy winds, and if you don't have to go outside tomorrow, I highly suggest you just stay indoors. The snowstorm's not only going to bring a lot of snow, but for those trying to travel on the roads, it's those windy conditions and those whiteout conditions is what's going to cause most of those headaches on the roadway, I think.
Yeah, I've already made plans to maybe just hunker down tomorrow. It'd be a nice Saturday to sit around
and watch it snow.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Thanks, Caitlin.
Yep.
Thanks to a group of Ashland teachers, local veterans will be able to take the trip of a lifetime next spring. Today, those teachers visited the Vaughn Veterans Center in Superior to drop off donations raised over the past year. It was enough to send 34 veterans to Washington, D.C. to visit memorials erected in their honor. Ashland teacher Nikki Sprague says she's been honored to put on the fundraiser for the past 3 years.
To go from hoping to raise enough to send one vet to getting enough to send 34 it means a lot.
Sprague said she was inspired to start this fundraiser after going with her grandpa on an honor flight several years ago. If you're hoping to get your hands on tickets to the historic Minnesota-Wisconsin football showdown tomorrow, your wallet, it's going to be hurting. StubHub lists the cheapest ticket for the monumental game at TCF Bank Stadium at $127. That's down from earlier this week when the cheapest price was $220. The two teams match up tomorrow for the 129th time. And get this, after all those games, series is tied. Wisconsin and Minnesota have each won 60 times and tied 8 times. It's the longest standing rivalry in college football. A lucky 50,000 plus fans will be able to say they actually witnessed the game in person, and tickets are still available. And on that note, we'll toss it out to Kelly Hinseth, who's live at Amsoil Arena, giving us a look at what's coming up in sports. Kelly.
Yeah, tickets are still available for U of M versus Wisconsin. But, folks, tickets are also still available for the UMD versus Mankato series. It's going to be a good one. We'll have more on that coming up next in sports.
Don't be cold this winter. Get to the Northland's winter clothing headquarters, Northwest Outlet.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Toyota. New state-of-the-art dealership. Same President's Award-winning service. KohlerToyota.com.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love it.
It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one, too.
And this month is the perfect time to see why.
Wow. I love it.
That's my next truck. Find your reason to fall in love with a new Chevy and get a great deal all month long.
I love it.
I'm gonna go buy a Chevy.
Get 19% below MSRP on all 2019 Silverado Crew Cab pickups. That's over $9,700 on this Silverado. Or during the Black Friday sales event, get 20% below MSRP on other select 2019 models.
The holiday season is truly the most wonderful time of the year. It's the perfect time to explore Duluth's beautiful downtown waterfront district. Enjoy our lights and sights of the season, local shops, restaurants, and entertainment. Duluth's Greater Downtown Council invites you to experience our city anew. Come downtown to find the perfect gift, enjoy a delicious meal, and reconnect with family and friends. Shop, dine, and celebrate together in Duluth's downtown waterfront district this holiday season. It's the perfect time to explore Duluth's beautiful downtown waterfront district. Enjoy our lights and sights of the season, local shops, restaurants, and entertainment.
Tisher Photographic Gallery is located in the heart of downtown Duluth, featuring award-winning images of the Lake Superior region with artwork for every home and business. Tisher Photographic Gallery. Take a piece of the North Shore home.
Experience lighthearted dining that celebrates all things Duluth at Lyric Kitchen Bar. We're passionate about providing comfort and hospitality, and we believe in fun. Enjoy fresh menu options for breakfast, lunch, happy hour, dinner, or weekend brunch. Lyric Kitchen Bar, located in the heart of downtown Duluth.
Hi, happy holidays and welcome to Art in the Alley. We're so glad you're here. Why don't you come on in and take a look around? Happy holidays from your friends at Art in the Alley.
Shop, dine, and celebrate together in Duluth's downtown waterfront district this holiday season.
All of us at Super One Foods would like to say thank you. Thank you for shopping with us here each and every day and making it a joy to come to work.
You've allowed us to give back to the local communities we serve for the past 40 years. Each year, we raise and donate hundreds of thousands of dollars in support to local charities and food shelves, youth organizations, and various athletic events.
From all of us at Super One Foods, thank you.
We're proud to serve you locally every day with low prices and better choices.
When you share the love, you change lives. Over 2,200 wishes granted, more than 57,000 pets supported, over 100 national parks protected, over 2 million meals provided. Through the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru will have proudly donated over $170 million to national and hometown charities over 12 years.
Visit Miller Hill Subaru today during the Subaru Share the Love event, going on now through January 2nd. Visit us online at millerhill.com.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Folks, welcome back into Amsoil Arena. Welcome back into CBS3 Sports. I know it's looking scary out there based on the forecast, but it's going to be pretty hot up in here at Amsoil Arena tonight as two of the top teams in the entire country go at it on My 9 Sports. Don't worry, you can stay in tonight and watch it if you don't feel like venturing out. At 10-1-1 on the season thus far, the Minnesota State Mankato Mavericks have the #1 spot in the National Weekly polls for the third straight week in a row. They are the only WCHA team ranked in the top 10, one of two in the top 20, Bowling Green being the other team. The Mavs enter this weekend on a 2-weekend straight sweep streak. Most notably, they claimed a pair of monster victories over Alaska Anchorage, scoring 10 goals on the entire weekend last weekend.
You know, right now it's a huge challenge for us, but defensively, if we can continue to build off last weekend and do some of the things against them, we can't get caught. They're a really good structured team down low. They try and get you pinned into certain areas, and if we're going to play in those little small areas, we're not going to generate a whole lot. So we've got to do more like we did last weekend, get some movement and get them spread out and try and generate some puck possession and opportunities that way.
And it's set to be a good weekend of hockey here. If you don't feel like battling the traffic this weekend with Bentleyville, with the snow coming on, we will have both games over on My 9 Sports. Puck drop, just a few minutes, 7:07 tonight and tomorrow on My 9 Sports. The UMD women were out east at the Nutmeg Classic earlier today in Connecticut. Unfortunately, they fall to Quinnipiac 4-2, the final. Well, We could talk some collegiate hockey. We got to talk some high school hockey. Our Thursday night face-off preseason coverage continues with the Duluth East Greyhounds, who will have a bit of a different look this season, and they've had to wait patiently for the start of their high school hockey season. The Greyhounds head down to the Twin Cities to Vadnais Heights Sports Center for their first game of the regular season tonight to face White Bear Lake. If you take a good look at the Greyhound roster for this upcoming season, you would probably not recognize a lot of the names. The Greyhounds lose notables like Ryder Donovan, Logan Anderson, among others.
We know we're way under the radar, and rightly so, because we're not a proven team. We really don't know what to expect as a coaching staff. One thing I will tell you, though, we got a bunch of kids that are great kids, and they work really hard, and I know they're excited to get going. They know the culture, they know the expectations, and I think they embrace that and just come to work every day, and they're going to try and be the best team they can be.
I feel like we're kind of going to be seen as the underdogs this year. We have a really tough section. Andover's going to be a really good team. We just got to work hard, keep working hard. Even last year in the section final, we were seen as an underdog team. Andover, I mean, props to them. They're a great up-and-coming program. We're going to have to come together. I mean, I feel like we're a pretty tight-knit group, but plenty of time left to get even closer and even better.
We will have some high school hockey tonight, including Hermantown taking on Wayzata. Highlights from that game over in Hermantown. Luckily, it's going on tonight. Tomorrow looks like a little bit of a different story. We'll have more on that tonight. But for now, Tony, I'm going to send it back to you.
One quick question before I let you go, Kelly. I know you got a lot to do. You mentioned earlier in the week this will be the first time Sandelin, UMD head coach Scott Sandelin, gets to coach against his son. What's going on out there tonight? Do you have any clue as to how that's working out?
I'm glad you asked. I forgot to mention that. Yes, Scott Sandelin is going up against his son for the first time. And he said in his press conference, I believe, he'll be happy if his son scores and if the Bulldogs win. I think it'll be a happy Sandelin household this weekend if that should happen.
That sounds like a good wish to make. Kelly Hinseth live for us at Ansoil tonight, previewing a big weekend series for the Dogs. Thanks, Kelly. Well, tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, Duluth is full of rich history and people seeking to preserve it. Tonight, we're introducing you to a man seeking to preserve a unique portion of the history right here in the city using rather unconventional means and century-old traditions. All right, Caitlin, all eyes are on you and the forecast you've had prepared. When can we expect the snow to finally start falling?
Yeah, so we've got the snow moving in very late tonight. Over after midnight or so is when the rain or the heavy snow starts to be moving into the region. Here's just some headlines of what you can expect. Late tonight all the way through Sunday morning. That is when the snow will continue through the Twin Ports area. We're expecting heavy snow, gusty winds, and those gusty winds are going to lead to several foot-high waves on Lake Superior, and that's going to provide that lakeshore flooding. We have all those warnings in place in preparedness for that. Now, snow totals. These are one of the largest snow totals we have issued in several years. I mean, it may top the top 10 storms over the last several years, so we'll just have to wait and see. If it pans out.
Yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on that here on CBS3 News at 10, online and on our mobile app, everywhere. Thanks, Caitlin. That's the news for now. We'll see you right back here at 10. Thanks.